Every problem you face in life has one simple cause. You care too much for what others think of you. Your care for others' opinions is the reason for your unhappiness. There's a book called The Courage to be Disliked by a Japanese philosopher and psychologist, and it points out that worry always comes from the external world. The book explains that there is never a worry that is completely defined by the person experiencing it. Whatever the worry is, signs of other people are always present. It explains that all of life's problems can be easily solved, and it is only complex because we make it so. According to this book, the only thing you need to find happiness is the courage to be disliked. Being disliked by others is actually freedom. It's not that you lack competence, you just lack the courage. The courage to be happy includes the courage to be disliked within itself. You can't have a rainbow without a little rain. When you internalize this concept, all your relationships will turn into things of lightness. Today we'll go over a few main concepts from the book, which I believe will have the most positive impact on your most important relationship, which is with yourself. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and make sure you like this video because I'm genuinely trying to help as many people as possible with these videos. Concept number 1 is the psychology of unhappiness. It emphasizes the fact that every person has the ability to be happy regardless of their past. The difference between happy and unhappy people is the willingness to change. If you look at your life through a lens of lifestyle, all of your habits, emotions, and thoughts make up a lifestyle you chose at some point and continue to choose because you believe that it's the best way to reach a goal. The goals we set not only influence our actions, but also shape our emotions. For example, let's say a person has a goal of getting a job, but they get so much anxiety about the interview that they fail to prepare or even attend the interview. In this case, the true goal of that person is to avoid attending the interview. They fear failing the interview so much that this emotion helps them to avoid attending the interview. So if we can choose to be happy, why do a lot of people choose unhappiness? The author makes a point that unhappiness is actually a tool that some people choose to use to get to their goal. Concept number 2, why seeking external approval is actually a dead end. This concept points out that how happy you are is actually defined by the goals you set, primarily for your relationships with others. According to this concept, there are 2 main goals that people set for their relationships with others. Number 1 is to gain approval, and number 2 is to make a positive impact on someone's life. Unhappy people choose the goal of getting approval from their relationships. They genuinely believe that to be a good person means to have everyone's approval. This skewed understanding of being a good person is the downfall of the reward-punishment education system. Living according to someone else's expectations is a very unfree way to live. You are sacrificing your happiness to gain approval from others. That's why you're always unhappy. And it's not their fault if you really think about it, because we have just been conditioned to think that way and believe that that is exactly how the world works. Ever since we're kids, if your teacher disapproves of you, then you're a bad kid. If your teacher is saying that you're a good student, then you're a good kid. If you get bad grades from someone else, from a teacher, then you're a bad kid. If you get good grades from someone else, from the teacher, then you're a good kid. And number 3, this is the author's advice to live a truly happy life. Happy people choose to make their goal to have a positive impact on the life of others. They find true joy in contributing to the well-being of those around them. For them, happiness comes from the genuine belief that they are useful to someone. As long as happy people believe that they are helping someone, they do not care about what others think of them. Once you figure out what being useful really means for you, when you figure what is truly meaningful in your life, doing anything else starts to feel like a waste of time. But don't get this twisted. For happy people, helping someone isn't just a selfless sacrifice. It's something they do mainly for their own benefit. While it might seem selfish, the author argues that it is perfectly fine if your main purpose in life is to make yourself happy. And since helping others is their main mission, they do it without expecting anything in return. Since we now know we all have the ability to choose happiness, let's define what choosing happiness actually means. No matter what you do, it is inevitable that some people won't like you. So to find truly lasting happiness, it is necessary to accept this reality and live a life that you believe is good, regardless of other people's opinion. But since we have some past traumas that are stuck with us, it may seem impossible to choose happiness because our brains are literally wired to think one way. But that's not the case, because you can make the conscious decision to rewire your brain, and with the help of a simple practice, you can actually achieve this goal. You can heal from past traumas and move on by just putting a little bit of time and effort into doing so. You don't have to carry the weight of your past every single day, because you can actually let go of it and stop having it affect your life. Because truly, the past doesn't exist. It is only there in your head and your memory. So is the future. So you need to focus primarily on the present moment so you can choose yourself today. If you want to know exactly what you need to do to stop having your past affect who you are today, then I need you to simply click the first link in the description to find me on Instagram, follow me, and DM me the word worthy so I can help you.